know what that means? Party snacks. I'm all for the traditional chicken wings, nachos, piggies in a blanket, but what if you were having a Super Bowl party? Get it? Super Bowl? The idea was inspired a few years ago by a party that we had at work where everybody brought a crock pot of their favorite soup, and that's a fantastic idea for a party. I've made a couple of soups here on Sweetly Savory in the past, and I wanted to make one today, one that I hadn't made in a while. Broccoli cheddar, but lactose free for those who feel like outsiders when cheese is involved, quite like myself. The cheese I'll be using today appears like any other on the shelf, but it's sneakily lactose free. I'll show you which one it is in this epic edition of Lactose Lovers Unite for Broccoli Cheddar Soup, and this is Sweetly Savory. Now let's get into the specifics of this cheese business, because if there's anything that I know, it's definitely this stuff right here. And I know that this looks like ordinary Cabot cheese, not sponsored or anything, but if you look a little bit closer on the label, it does say that it's naturally lactose free. And then on the back, it also says 0% lactose per serving. So I've been eating this cheese for years, and I wondered why when I forgot to take a Lactaid that I wasn't gonna get sick. I mean, the more you know. Other than the 8-ounce block of cheddar cheese grated fresh, what you'll need is 5 ounces broccoli, either frozen or fresh. I opted for using frozen today. Half a medium onion, diced. 2 to 3 cloves garlic, minced. 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. 2 cups chicken broth or 1 bouillon cube with 2 cups of water. 1 teaspoon coarse sea salt. 1/2 teaspoon black pepper. 1/4 teaspoon paprika. 1 cup shredded carrots. My go-to is the bagged shredded carrots, so I'm using that. 2 cups milk. And keeping this lactose free, I'm going to be using dairy-free milk. It's recommended to use full-fat milk, but I typically have soy milk on hand for oatmeal bread that I make for breakfast. So I didn't want to have another kind of milk in the fridge. And I'm expecting the soup to be a little bit thinner without the full fat. So if it's too thin, maybe have an extra teaspoon of flour on hand just in case. Another change I'm making is butter, since I want to keep this dairy free. I'll sweat out my onions and garlic with a little bit of grapeseed oil, about 2 tablespoons. Alright, so we've got our pan on medium-high heat. I'm going to go ahead and grab some oil and add about the 2 tablespoons that I had said. And the whole reason for adding the butter was to be making a roux, but we're just gonna try to mimic that with the oil. Add in our onion, and you want to turn this down a little bit because you don't want to burn everything instantly. And you want to keep this moving ever so often because you don't want it to burn, like I said. And the goal is to have them become translucent or a little bit see-through. Now I can tell that our onions are becoming a little translucent. I'm going to add the garlic, the 2 to 3 cloves here. And you never want to add your garlic too early because garlic burns super fast. Add in my flour. Just going to go ahead and sprinkle it in. And you want to cook the flour until it becomes golden. Looks like I might need a little bit more oil. Sorry, feeling the flour's become a little bit golden. So let's go ahead and add in our water and bouillon cube. Woo! Starting to bubble now. You can see that it's getting a little thick. So I think that was the right amount of fat that we needed for our roux. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the carrots and broccoli just until they're soft. Broccoli are getting to know each other in the pot, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to Sweetly Savory and drop a thumbs up down below. I hope you're as excited to try this soup as I am. Let's go ahead and get back to our soup so we can get our cheese added. Alrighty, so now since everybody is a little bit warmed through, we've got our broccoli and carrots nice and softened. Let's go ahead and slowly add our milk and cheese. Now the whole reason why I specified grated cheese instead of the bagged stuff, because on the bagged stuff they put caking agents and that'll make your cheese soup really clumpy and not as you would expect. And grating it takes a little bit of extra time, but it's definitely worth the energy. And last but not least, we can't forget our seasonings. So let's go ahead and give this soup a taste because I definitely say it's done. It looks so delicious. This is really good. You don't miss the full fat milk. You don't miss the butter in it. These alternative ways of making broccoli cheddar soup are like, please try this. Thanks so much for joining me today on this epic adventure of Lactose Lovers Unite. I hope you learned a little bit something new about the cheese and you want to add this soup to your next Super Bowl party. Make sure to check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Links are down in the description below. And we'll see you again next time on Sweetly Savory.